Hey everyone, Ariel Adams here with ablogtoread.com. Please subscribe to A Blog to Read videos on YouTube and like this video if you find it useful. This is the new Swatch Touch. It comes in a bunch of different colors. This one's in black. There's a camo version as well. I gotta check out the camo version. And there's pink and baby blue, and it's a unisex model. And this is an interesting watch. The main part of this watch is the fact that all the operations are done in the screen. It's a touch screen watch. That's why it's called the Swatch Touch. The case is a very high-grade plastic, which is nice. I think the strap is silicone, which is nice. And silicone, you want to get it in the darker colors because it attracts dust, and like a white silicone strap will get dirty. You can wash it though, that's fine. A giant cover for the battery there. So when you want to change the battery, you know where it goes. There are no questions on where you can replace the battery, and if you have like a quarter or a nickel or something, you can just open that up and change the battery. I like that they make it like really user-friendly to change the battery. You don't have to take it in somewhere. You could do it yourself, and that's nice. Pretty thin, nice curved design, very modern looking. Let me talk about the downsides of this watch first. First of all, if you can see there, the numerals are strange, to say the least. And sometimes that affects legibility. It's interesting because digital watches were created initially to be very legible when people found it difficult to read the time as quickly as they wanted to on, analog clocks and dials. This is kind of strange, and the main part of this is the seconds, and the time is down here, and there's no way of changing that. And so when you look at that, that's 3:28, but I got to look for a while and realize that that 8 is an 8. I'm just kind of, I think that's an 8. So to make it a 0, just that little thin line up there would be removed. And you'd have to look at it for a second. I guess if you get used to it, it's fine. Okay, let's get to the touch part because you don't care about that. So you see these 3 things down here? That's the touch zone. So to activate the touch thing, you hold this middle one down for a second. Oh no, I'm sorry. You hold these 2 side ones, and then it beeps, and then that little thing's blinking there. And then you kind of like scroll. So okay, that's turn the beep on. That's for the that's for the timer. That's for the alarm. And you can scroll both directions. And if you want to set the watch, you kind of hold this part down as well. So let's go for here. What is this? The chronograph. So if I want to start the chronograph, I hold this down, and then the chronograph starts. It's supposed to start. Maybe I'm pushing it wrong. I had to read the instructions for a while to figure out how to use this watch. I have to say, this was not the most, I don't know why the chronograph, am I not doing it right? Well, there's a way of doing it. I did it, last time it worked. Like I said, this is the type of thing, it comes with this little handy card which tells you how to use all the functions, which is good. Oh, there we go. There's the chronograph running. I think I needed to just tap it rather than hold it down. And so there's the seconds there, and then there's the hours and minutes down there. And it works fine. It's actually a very cool concept once you get the hang of it. Swatch Group also owns Tissot, which has the T-Touch collection, which is a little bit different system. This is a much more basic version and a lot more inexpensive. But there we go. I just reset the chronograph. It's a fun thing. I don't know why. I like playing with this thing. It's kind of interesting, but you got to figure out how to use it. There's 2 time zones as well. So there's time zone 1. There's the date. So again, when you want to activate the touchscreen, you have to put 2 fingers here, and then you can move it around. Otherwise, it's not going to happen. But it's pretty responsive, and it works really well. And I think this is the cool thing. I think it's fun. And in a time when watches are something that people aren't really sure necessarily if they want to get one, having stuff like this, which is a little bit more connected to things like touchscreen smartphones, makes a lot of sense for people. It's very attractive on the wrist. I have to say, on the wrist, it's a good-looking watch. Like I said, it's not too big, but it's big enough that it makes a statement, and it's interesting. And what they really tried to do is design something that fits into the sort of youthful, modern lifestyle with all your iPads and your phones and your gadgets and everything like that. This watch plays nice with those things, and but it also offers some interesting functionality and does it in a cool way. And overall, I like it if you find it legible and if you find a color which suits you well. The price for the Swatch Touch collection is $150, and you can see the full review on ablogtoread.com. Thanks.